What's up, guys? This is Kyle from Wax Museum. I'm back with another lot video, and if you've been watching the videos lately, I've had pretty good luck on my last few lots, or maybe last couple lots at least. And you know what? I think that factors in on bidding sometimes because I like buying these lots. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do on this one here. And I mean, I saw every card this time around. I think I got a little bit caught up in the bidding. I don't know. I mean, I think it was still fair. But I got roughly 70 numbered cards for, I think, $68 shipped. So it's basically, it ended up being $1 a card. And there are going to be some in here where it's like, wow, there's no way that's a dollar card. And I think there'll be some in here that will definitely be worth more than $1. So maybe it'll even out, but I don't know if I want to just even out. Obviously, you know, there'll be some in here that I keep. That's how I build my PC as well. And then there's one card in here that I saw after the fact that I think might salvage this entire lot, but there's no way to comp it exactly other than to just sell it. So I'll try to point that one out when I see it as well. Okay. Some of these aren't, you know, not worth spending a lot of time on. You know, like a DeMar Johnson rookie is numbered to $15.99. We're not going to call everything out, but here's a Ray Allen to $250. That's nice. These Topps Chrome rookies are out of $19.99. So if we see those, just know they're $19.99. Now, if you see the refractor, that's $199, and those are a lot more desirable. We got a Gilbert Arenas rookie here, an Eddie Griffin pristine refractor, that's out of $750. Charlie Ward black refractor from 2004. We got Alonzo Mourning and Jason Williams numbered cards. These are out of $299. So those are okay. And I should point out, this is not a for sale video. I know, you know, it seems like every time I do these, I have multiple people reach out. I'm not looking to sell these right now. If I do, it'll be my in-person inventory, or I'll send them to ComC later on. We got an ovation of Larry Johnson. Sometimes these do all right, even though they're numbered fairly high to 1,000. I don't know Larry Johnson specifically. Desmond Mason. All right, so this one came a little bit earlier in here than I thought. So Wong ZZ. So Wong ZZ stuff sells really well, okay? And I saw this was a numbered card to 200. I'm like, all right, you know, that's still fairly rare for Wong ZZ stuff. Doesn't show up very often. I did see that in the lot. What I didn't realize until afterwards, and this is usually something I check. All right, so notice the serial numbering. 16. This is a Mavericks card. He's wearing 16. So I think, you know, this is one of those you don't know. Maybe the premium's not much. Maybe it goes for 20 bucks. Maybe it pays for the whole lot. Maybe it doubles the lot. You know, I don't know. And really the only way, I guess, would be to put that up for auction or put it on ComC and kind of fish for a while. So, but I think this one could be the big winner. Well, I think it's the best card in this lot, just from, you know, things that I've seen before. So anyway, Courtney Alexander, Mateen Cleaves, Jamal Crawford rookie, cool acetate card. We've got Eduardo Nahara. Some of his stuff sells decent, not like amazing, but decent. But that one's out of 2,500, so I'm not expecting a lot on that. Deshaun Stevenson out of 1,500. So some of these are pretty high. Like that one, you know, these are like 2,500. Jamal McGlure, Corey Hightower, that's out of 4,000. This is out of 2,500. These are not, you know, these aren't worth $1, I don't think. Jason Kidd, I think this is out of 500. No, 2,500. Just kidding. But that 2,500 Jason Kidd's probably worth more than Chris Porter out of, you know, $29.99. Devin George, Craig Claxton, or Speedy Claxton. Some of you might know him better as that. Lauren Woods, Jason Collier, rest in peace. He was at Indiana before he went to Georgia Tech. Chris Webber, what's that Webber out of $9.99? Tayshaun Prince out of $9.99. So it's not super low numbered stuff, but even some of those players, I should do all right. Joel Prisbilla, Todd Bailey, that's out of 1,500 for Collector's Edge. Not super promising there. Kwame Brown. He had a little bit of a viral following here again when he was making all those videos online. I think he's since kind of calmed down a little bit. Um, Eddie Curry, Authentics, Lauren Woods, Corsley Edwards. I mean, there's some real deep cuts in here. Stephen Hunter, Jamal Crawford. These, I'm not flipping all these over because they're numbered pretty high, like Brandon Armstrong, like 1850. AJ Guyton, there's my guy, is another Hoosier. Didn't stick around in the NBA, unfortunately. I loved watching him in college. Michael Dickerson. We got, Ghana Diop. Ghana Diop. Man, he's got, look it up on YouTube, he's got one of the worst free throw air balls in NBA history, at least that's been caught on film. Drew Gooden, Jabari Smith, senior, right? If you know Jabari Smith with Houston, that's his dad. His dad played against LeBron, which is kind of funny. And he, Jabari Jr. told him that when they played. We got a Drew Gooden, Zerbiak. I think this is the red footprint, which is out of 150. Still looking for my friend Jeff, Kukoc ITB, is still looking for the retail footprint, which has the blue text of Tony Kukoc, and it's not numbered, but super tough to find. Please reach out to him or me if you need to, if you find that. Vitaly Potapenko, that one's numbered to 100. Not a lot of low-numbered stuff here. Here's the GOAT. I said that Wong ZZ was the best card in here. Jeff Foster. Although I have that one. I'll definitely keep it, though. Jerome Mozo. Vashawn Leonard first day issue. So I think this one is out of 200. So that's another one that I think is probably one of the top 5 cards in this lot. So I don't know, what that says about this lot. It's more of a quantity thing for me. John Stockton, Malone, Stockton and Malone. All right, going to our final little baggie here. Who do we got here? Vlade Divac. Another Gilbert Arenas rookie. Elton Brand. We got here Steven Jackson. Yeah, Steven Jackson. Kenyon Martin. Mike Dunleavy. Another Nahara rookie. This is Brevin Knight. Michael Redd rookie. Michael Redd stuff sells so low. Doesn't get a lot of respect. He's a great follow on Twitter, though. Or X. He's a proponent for the game today. You see a lot of X players that just don't want to give today's stars their flowers. He is not afraid to do that. I like Michael Redd a lot. Liked him as a player, too. It's more Eric Barkley's, Tim Hardaway, Donyell Marshall, and Kedrick Brown. I said Kendrick Brown. That's why I always used to call him when I was a kid. It's not Kendrick. All right. So there you have it. I don't know. What do you think of that lot? It's 70. I think it was a few more, actually. It's like 73 cards, basically $70 shipped, $1 a card. There's some good players in there. John Stockton, Jason Williams, Tim Hardaway. And then I think, like I said, I think this is a big winner. It's just one of those that flies under the radar, and it just so happens to be jersey numbered. So let me know what you think in the comments. Maybe I'm way off. Maybe there's no shot. You're not going to hurt my feelings. So let me know. Appreciate you guys. As always, remember there are new episodes of the audio podcast that come out every Thursday. And thanks for watching.